Grey County.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hello and welcome to HealthLink, a program connecting home, community, and healthcare. My name is Carol Merton, and today I'm absolutely delighted to welcome Michelle Fleming, who is the Community Development and Engagement Coordinator for the Alzheimer Society Grey Bruce. And Michelle is joining us today to talk about a really exciting event that's coming up very soon in our area. I, for one, am thrilled about this, but also, if time allows, to discuss some of the programs that are offered and services for the Alzheimer Society Grey Bruce. So, Michelle, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me on, Carol. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So, the topic of our conversation is Soups On. And there's also a silent auction. And this is the event that we really want to profile because it's an important fundraiser for the Alzheimer Society. Not the only fundraiser, but now, is this the first time that the Alzheimer Society has done an event like Soups On?
Yes, this is the first time that we have held this event here in Grey Bruce with the Alzheimer's Society, and we have some really exciting items in the auction. We have had so many generous sponsors and donators who have, come forward with many prizes that can be bid on. Our auction is online, as it has been for the last couple of years. So on our website, which is alzheimer.ca/Grey Bruce, you can find the Soups On area, and there is an area to link through to our auction site. So that's going to open on Friday, January the 20th, and it will stay open for 10 days and close at 6 o'clock on the 30th.
Excellent. Now, what prompted the Alzheimer's Society to pick a Soups On event? What was the trigger for that?
One of our other societies actually in Perth runs this event called Soups On, and we've always loved the idea and thought that we would be able to bring that to our area. And so it's been very well received. I think it's generating a lot of buzz, and who doesn't love a bowl of soup in January?
You have that right. Now, a couple of things. What really appeals to me, of course, it's supporting a really important and vital organization that helps so many people. But this is a way for our community businesses to also be profiled. So it's a wonderful opportunity as well for our community business. And maybe as we go through the program, you can discuss some who are participants.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That really captured me. I thought, what a win-win for everyone, those who get to taste the soup, and those, of course, who produce the soup, and the organization that will benefit from the donations.
Right.
I also happened to notice, and I do not know I can't recall if it was a Facebook post or a YouTube, I was captivated by you using a ladle as a microphone when you were. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you're doing your promotion, and then we'll get into the details about the
Yeah, so we have 12 soup vendors that are going to be making soup and competing in this competition on Saturday, January 28th at the Bayshore. Yeah. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of give them a little bit of a spotlight. And we've done some social media posts where we are interviewing the vendor so that they can talk a little bit about their restaurant and their organization and what kind of course, I'll give it a little caption of what kind of soup they're going to be preparing for people to taste on the day of the event.
Yep. Well, I know that Mark Perry, our producer and station manager at Rogers TV, has never given me a ladle or a microphone. So I did notice the difference, but I thought it was a very excellent way.
Oh, thank you.
So that was wonderful. So the event is not just soup tasting, right? You have other things going on.
Right. So the main focus is our soup competition, and people can purchase the tickets online on our website. The admission to the event will be by donation, and then we are selling the tasting tickets online in advance, and also if somebody doesn't have a chance to do that in advance, they can purchase them at the door as well. We've had some local potters that have donated some beautiful pottery bowls to our event that will be available to purchase. We do have a fairly limited quantity, so it will be first come, first serve for the pottery bowls. But those will be available to purchase at the door when entering. And then, of course, we are going to bring all of the items from our silent auction that are going to be able to be bid online. We're going to bring all of those to the event so that people have an opportunity to also view them there and see, instead of just on a little square, they can see them live.
Yes.
And they can still continue to make virtual bids until Monday night at 6 on the 30th.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So those actual items, even after people have a tummy full of soup, are still available for people to consider.
Yes, that's right.
So that's right. That would be great fun as well.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned the day, which is a Saturday, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
And what time for those hungry appetites when do your doors open? When can people come?
Our doors open at 11 and we'll be there until 2 o'clock. Or until the soup's all gone. We also have and some entertainment. Brian Tannehill is providing some keyboard music for us during the event. And we have, for the kids, we have Petunia the Clown will be there, and she'll be twisting some balloons, and we have a coloring contest going on as well for the kids with some prizes and things like that.
So you're really making it a community event, as well as a fundraising event, which is really nice to be able to, because sometimes it's just fun if parents want to come and to be able to bring children or grandparents even,
right,
to just be able to have an outing for children as well.
Yeah, so we really wanted to make this a community event, Carol, so that we, when we serve over 1,000 families that are living with dementia here in Grey Bruce, and it's the whole family. So we just really wanted to make this a family experience.
Yeah, excellent. Now, what is the prize? What does the winner get? Or is that a secret?
It's
okay.
No, it's well, we have 3 different categories. Okay. So we have I should mention first off our generous sponsors. Our presenting sponsor is Canadian Tire here in Owen Sound. And our best creamy soup is being sponsored by Troy Life and Fire Safety. We have our best vegetarian soup being sponsored by the Summit Place. And we have Huron Tractor is sponsoring our People's Choice Award. So when you purchase your tickets and you do your tasting tickets, after you've done your tasting, there is a ballot for everybody to submit for the People's Choice Award. So we do have a judging panel for the other 3 categories, but the tasters will be able to make their choice for and cast a ballot for the best soup.
Excellent.
And that's a coveted award.
We shall keep it under quietude until the time, but just to say it's a coveted award. Fair enough. Now, when people buy their tickets, they can buy a package of tickets.
Yes.
And does that allow them to taste a certain number of soups or a category of soups? Or
yes. So everybody has different tastes and dietary restrictions. So we're trying to offer something for everybody, but you can purchase a book of tickets. There's 6 for $20, and that will give you 6 samplings. So they're 4-ounce portions, and you can come back, of course, and you can buy as many books as you like. But with each book of tickets, it gives you a chance to cast your ballot there's a ballot attached.
Yeah. So how would a restaurant or someone who's cooking the soup, how would they know how much to even prepare? Like you mentioned, until the soup runs out, but do you have a goal of how many people you'd love to see come through that door to guide them? Or
we would love to have about our goal is 300 people. Of course, we love to cap out at 5. That's the number of people that are allowed in the room at the Bayshore. But this is our first year, so we're hoping that everybody will come out and support the Alzheimer Society and the work that we're doing. Is so important. I work with a really great team of people here that are doing wonderful work, and it's all the money raised from Soups On rather will go to support the programming and support and education that we can offer to our clients.
So, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to the donors, for sure, who are supporting and sponsoring.
Yes, absolutely.
Including, the silent auction items and the bowls.
Yes.
That's wonderful. But I also understand that you need volunteers. So
yes,
a chance for you to put your shout out for more people.
Thank you. Yes. We are always looking for volunteers for the Soups On event and for our programs. So we have our Minds in Motion program and our Active Living program that are now taking place back in person. We do 4 programs per session, and each session is 8 weeks long. So we rotate around in the different communities across the two counties, rather, and we look for 2 volunteers at each program. So eight volunteers for an 8-week stint. And the program is about an hour and a half, 1 day a week. So we are looking for volunteers for our next program, which will start the week of February 6th. And we also have friendly phone calls that we make to our clients. So if anybody is looking for that opportunity to engage and meet a new friend and spark a friendship, those calls are wonderful for our clients and offers a little respite for the family as well.
So anyone who would be interested in, or even had more questions about volunteering, they could call you or call.
Absolutely. We do have a link to our application on our website, but anybody can always reach out to me here at the Society.
And the Society would do training if there was training, or just
absolutely. Okay. Yes, we do dementia. We do have an orientation that our volunteers go through, and depending on the role, we do offer different trainings depending on what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. Yes. So anyone who's hearing this and saying, gee, I could make phone calls or I could, but I don't know anything about it. You're saying, just call us. We'll talk
That's
about
right.
it. And, you know, we have the training package, even if they don't have any experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No experience required. We will, you know, equip you with all the tools that you would need to be successful in your role.
Excellent. So that's volunteers for the program. Do you need volunteers to wash the soup dishes?
Our soup dishes are not they're tasting cups.
Yeah.
And we won't be washing them.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's just fine. So, sorry.
I was just going to say, but there are lots of other jobs that we can use help for,
Yeah.
and or use help with rather. And there's also our walk in May, at the end of May. And we are expanding out to 4 locations this year.
Mhm.
So we will be in Owen Sound, we'll be in Hanover, we'll be in Saugeen Shores in Southampton, and we'll also be in Thornbury. So we will be looking for, that takes a lot of volunteers.
Yeah.
And we have had a really great group of volunteers, and they're so appreciated. They really make what we do, you know, they actually make it possible for us to do what we do.
And I understand that the Walk for Alzheimer fundraiser, now the site will be going live to register mid-February.
Yes.
People should stay tuned and keep watching for that.
Absolutely.
And the actual walk is Saturday, May 27th.
That's right.
Now, I know in the past, the concept of virtual walking, because of COVID, is that an option as well, or will it be only just in-person walking this time around?
We always offer the virtual option. So as a registered participant, we do, so we set up a few different ways on our site. So when you register, you can sign up for one of the locations that we're participating in, or that you could participate in, and the virtual walk would be an option. Okay. So with that virtual walk, we would have different things to encourage people to increase their steps and you know, bring along friends and that kind of thing, because you're not getting that support right on the day of at a location. But yes, we definitely will have that virtual option again.
You mentioned earlier about the 1,000, but you also alluded to the fact that, and my understanding is, it isn't just the individual with dementia or other or Alzheimer's or other related dementias. It is the caregivers and the family that you also provide support to, correct?
Yes.
Like you give a more holistic family approach, because
yes, that's right.
Yeah, it affects everyone.
It does. It does. It does affect everybody involved, and there's a lot of support that is required, and our counselors are wonderful to help navigate that journey.
So I'm going back to the soup. I'm hungry. I can't guarantee I won't go back and forth to the
That's
soup.
okay.
So the silent auction, do you mind sharing what some of the items might be that people could bid on?
Absolutely. We have some really fantastic experiences. So we have a Nordic experience and a summer experience at Scenic Caves. We have a weekend pass at Summer Folk Music Festival. We have some hotel stays at some hotels across the area. We have lots of dining packages. We have a restaurant, or some of our restaurants have donated gift certificates to come and join them for a meal. We have Howler's dog training here in Owen Sound. They have donated 2 gift certificates for private obedience training.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then lots of merchandise from local stores all around the counties, up to Wyerton, Hanover, Walkerton, Meaford, Thornbury. So we've had a lot of good merchandise as well. And I love the big canoe tour that
Wow.
that is offered on Georgian Bay. And
Excellent.
he has some other locations too, but that's one of the prizes as well.
So certainly the support is from throughout Grey Bruce, because
Yes.
Alzheimer's Society reaches to provide services throughout Grey Bruce, which is wonderful that you're getting that support for sure.
We do, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but we do have over 70 items now on the website.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is remarkable. Excellent. Excellent. So we're encouraging people to go and take a look and get your bid in, because a nice variety of things as well, which is always fun. So
thank you.
Yeah, excellent. Now, the programs, you mentioned there are some, certainly Minds in Motion, calls, but there's a few others that, really captured me when I was looking at the information. And tell me about the robotic cats and dogs.
Everybody loves the cats and dogs. So the cats and dogs are an interactive pet, and they meow or they bark or they purr. They move their heads. They vibrate. They're very interactive. And the more love that they get, the more interactive they become.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it really is can be a very, it's a companion, and it's very well received by our clients and their families. Yeah.
So the Alzheimer's Society purchases the robotic cats and dogs and then distributes them based on needs.
Yes.
And do you have a lot of people waiting to have a pet?
We have the programs that we provide are for our registered clients.
Okay.
But we do encourage people to be connected. As soon as they have a diagnosis, or if they're concerned about getting a diagnosis, our counselors can help navigate those waters with them and with the families. And the cats and the dogs are just part of something that we can offer. It's not for everybody, but I mean, it's not everybody wants a cat or dog, but we do have those pets available for our clients. And we also have activity kits where we can put together kits, and we individualize those depending on the needs of the person that is looking for those. Whether it's a more artistic based activity kit or games or books, that kind of thing. So depending on their likes and their tastes, our recreation team puts those together for our clients.
And they can utilize those within their home environment.
Yes.
Which certainly helps for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Another program that we do have is called in-home recreation. So we have an in-home recreation coordinator who goes to a family's home and spends an hour and a half with their client, working on, really, it's very personalized to what the likes and needs of the client are.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if you still offer this program, but there's an absolutely delightful image on the website about the Music and Memories iPod. Do you still offer that program where that is provided to clients?
Yes, we do. We don't run that through our office any longer. It's run through our Toronto Alzheimer's Society, but we can make that connection with our clients. Yes, for sure.
So the programs that you offer, other than donations are your main source of revenue to run your programs. Is that correct?
We are funded, partially funded through the government, but a lot of our programs are based on fundraising.
Yeah.
So we heavily depend on fundraising to make these programs happen.
In other words, for them to continue to be offered.
Yes.
And there's always opportunity to expand programming. Is there anything, if you had a wish list, and I know the holiday season has passed, but for those in Grey Bruce, do you foresee either the need expanding to be able to serve more people, or do you see opportunity for other types of programs to be offered based on other Alzheimer's societies?
Right. We try to do some special programming. One of our counselors is an art therapist, so she does some art therapy programming, and that would be great to be able to offer more of. And also, it would be lovely to be able to expand out into other communities. But that's our reality is what we're doing right now.
Exactly. And you offer a variety of programming. And it's individualized, meets the individual's needs and the family.
That's
based
right.
on the assessments that are being done, for sure, which is great. I know we've got 2 minutes left in the program. Okay. I could chat to you for a long time. So I'm wondering if there's anything we haven't touched on that you would like to profile, Michelle.
Yeah, I think really we've touched on everything. But just to close, if anybody has any questions at all about dementia, or about how they can help with fundraising, or how they can get involved with volunteering, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help, and we'd love to hear from you.
Well, I think the Soup Song initiative is going to be fun.
Thank you.
It certainly the timing couldn't be better in the middle of a cold January.
Yes.
And also having the entertainment available, certainly with Brian Tannehill and of course Petunia the Clown.
Yes.
will be amazing as well. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Carol.
I'll see you that day for sure.
Definitely will, if you're there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, if I'm there. But fingers crossed, that no viruses, nothing.
Right. That's right.
Yes. But I certainly wanted to thank you for being on the program and sharing this information, and for all that you're doing to move this initiative forward, as well as the programming. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Carol.
My pleasure. And thank you to our viewing audience for joining us today. Please join us again to learn more about resources, programs, and services available to you and to your family. Take care and stay safe. Thank you.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.